What's up, guys? The Doza, and we are back here in the Dozacraft SMP server. Shut up, portal! Holy crap. So I came through the portal, and look at my poor donkey. The dude almost died. I don't know how that happened, but I came through that portal, and he was suffocating, and he was dying. But he's okay now. He's breathing. He's fine. So let me get some wheat really quick. I wasn't planning on starting my video out like this. My poor horse, my poor mule. There you go, guy. Eat something. There you go. Full health. Whew. All right. So I wanted to. I know yesterday's video I said we were gonna do some recapping, and we're going to. But there is something I noticed yesterday that I didn't bring up in the video, and you guys need to know. So I came over here, and this area over here. This was the first place that you're looking at. This was the first place I ever came to when the server started, because over at the spawn area where all that stuff is, that big circle with the portals, that is the spawn area. If you die without a bed, that's where you'll spawn. That's where everybody spawned when we created the new map. So once once the chaos of all the new mobs and stuff happened, I got on the boat and I came all the way around and I stopped right here because I wanted to be kind of away from people just so I can do my own thing. And this is where I settled down at. This is, I mean, most of this wheat has never even been removed from the first time that I made this place. This is the first place I laid down. This is the first place I put my horses and stuff. And these are all original horses. But one thing that sticks out mainly is that donkey right there. You see that guy? Okay, so he is 100% one of the two. I brought two donkeys back. He is 100% one of the two donkeys I brought back. And Jack was the first one, and this guy was the other one. And holy crap. I came over here and I see this and I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that this guy is still here. So I need to take the saddle off of Zirak, and I need to put on this guy. And I have to name this guy. I have to name him. I just don't know what to name him. Like, he should be Jack the second. But he's not, because, we've already named Jack. And I feel kind of bad. So I need to figure out what I need to do with this guy. I think I want to name him Chief or something. No, like you always see, like in movies, there's that old dog that's been around for a long time, and he's called like Sarge or Chief. I think we'll name this guy Sarge. Yeah, most definitely Sarge, which is Sarge, I believe. Sarge. All right, so let me get this guy back to the house. I just wanted to start out with that I found this guy, and he is 100% definitely an original. The Jack we have at my place now, which is the one that I breeded Zero. I breeded Zero and that donkey to get Zirak, which is why he's called Zirak. That donkey is kind of like the grandson, or like the son of Jack. He's not an original. He's Jack Jr. That's why I called him JJ, Jack Jr. or whatever. There we go. They're both in there. Please don't suffocate. Please don't suffocate. Please don't suffocate. Oh, they're dying, aren't they? Terrified. Okay, they're good. Whew. But this guy is definitely an OG, 100%. So this guy is going to be more special than Jack or any of them. So it's important we get this guy back to the house, basically, is what I'm saying. So let me get this guy back here. This takes more concentration than it should, trying to get animals through the nether. So I'm going to do that real quick, and once I get them back to my place, I will be right back with you, and we'll continue with the video as planned. Alright, so I got them both back to my place, and I rode them both back individually, and it took a little longer than it would if I just put one on a lead and kind of pulled it all the way back home. It took a little longer, but it was worth it, because you know me, I've had my trouble getting these guys through the nether So it was nice just being able to do that. So I'm gonna have to move out one of these guys because there ain't enough room for all of yous. So that's Russ. I haven't named this horse yet. This I like this horse. The horse is a good jumper. This is Green Shirt. This is something I explained in a couple videos that didn't get uploaded because of problems. But you meet a girl at the bar, or you meet a girl at a school dance or something, and there's something about her you like her. There's just something about her you like, but you don't know her name. So you're like, oh, the girl in the red shirt over there, green shirt, or blonde hair, and that's what you start calling her all night. It's like, your buddy's like, oh, have you gone and talked to Green Shirt yet? I'm like, no, I haven't talked to Green Shirt yet, but I like her. I like Green Shirt. So that's why I named this horse Green Shirt, because I like her, but I don't know her name. So I just call her Green Shirt. So now I have all this junk in here because I cleaned out my spawn house of all the goodies. I just need one of these. Oh, wait, we'll have to name this guy later because I died the last episode in Hunger Games. In Death Games, I died. So we'll have to do this guy later. For now, I'm just going to put him in the storage room. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but this is just, there's that one room. I think I have explained this before, actually. But there's always that one room in stables that you're like at a fair or something and you walk by, you're like, oh look at this horse, oh look at this horse, and then you go to one of the stables, expect to see a horse in it, and you look in there, it's just like a bunch of boxes or something. That's what this room's for. So this is where, don't be, you're in the storage room for now. See, you're happy about it though, you're cool. I'll get you your own place soon, have no worries. You're an OG. So ignore that big building there. I'll explain that maybe this episode, I don't know. Probably the next episode. I need to go over here and put this stuff away. And that big building is why I need all of this paper that I've gotten from Spawn in the last episode. I need a whole lot of paper for a whole lot of bookshelves, and hopefully you can figure out why that is on your own. And if you can't, just wait till tomorrow and I will tell you. So let me go over my list. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, basically what I explained is there were 2 episodes I recorded that I wasn't too happy with. In the end, I was like, I just don't feel good about these episodes. So when I went to go edit them, I found out that my microphone wasn't working, or it wasn't in the settings. So I had no problem with that because I kind of wanted to re-record them anyways. So now I'm kind of doubling back and trying to explain everything that I explained in those 2 videos. So what I did was I filled up the gas station. Death Games recap, I forgot to do that. There's been a couple fights. Geek Metal tried to come kill me, couldn't kill me. Yesterday's episode I tried to kill him, and he killed me. But a couple things I talked about. Okay, so I had that chicken Homer that I rescued from the soon-to-be Dozaland area. He was in the desert on a cliff, the worst spot for a chicken to be. And I saved him and brought him home, but unfortunately he died. So here we buried Homer. Homer now has a grave. And also Geek Metal had 2 horses that died, and he asked me if I could possibly bury if there's a spot for his horses at my graveyard. And I said sure. So we have Ozzy buried here, and Ozzy is buried with a piece of leather, which you get from a horse, and also an iron ingot, because Ozzy was metal. You know what I'm saying? Then over here, the sign will stop being buggy. Hello? We have Little Guy. And Little Guy was another one of Geek Metal's horses that I buried here. And Little Guy looked a lot like his sister's horse. When they were kids, he's my half brother, so we have the same dad. So when they were little, my half sister, his full sister, had a horse that looked very much like one of the horses that can be found in the game. So he named that horse after that real life horse. But unfortunately, that horse died in one way or another. I'm not sure how, but it did. So now it's buried here. And something else I covered was my new ceiling in the basement. This is a whole bunch of furnaces. I think it looks great. What do you guys think? I think it looks absolutely wonderful. And I also redid the floor. And I put this step down that goes into my storage, my workroom here. A little step down. This is a very old type of design in Minecraft. The cobblestone and the stone brick. But I think this is one of the best designs that there are out there. I think it looks wonderful. The kind of checkered pattern, it just works great. And then in half slabs, it works great, for how it just brings everything together. Also, I have two new dogs now. This guy right here, this is Wrangler, and then I have another dog named Levi. And Levi is currently over at the RV because I brought him over there on one of the episodes I recorded that did not get uploaded. So Levi and Wrangler, my two new dogs. I've been wanting to have a dog, but I wasn't able to find one anywhere. I mean, I didn't really look very hard either, but I live near the snow biome, and I believe the snow biome is mainly where dogs will spawn in that biome, but I wasn't able to find many of them anywhere nearby. So I went on an adventure one day, just kind of looking around, trying to possibly find a dog in there. I found an old place that I had cleared out one time because I've been wanting to build like a wooden cabin in the woods kind of thing. I am out of arrows. I need to go down to the skeleton grinder, get some more arrows. But anyways, so I went down there and into the woods, and I finally found the dog. So now we have two dogs, and that's cool. Let me do some organizing. Just need to kind of put some things away, get some things worked out, and then we'll continue on with this episode. I just want to get some things cleared out. It's really hard for me to concentrate and clean at the same time. So I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so, bye Geek Middle. So I had to do some organizing really quick, and now I need to make some arrows. I'm still kind of organizing, but I'm back for the moment. So just something small. This chest right here. This chest that I hold all of these useful items, but they're not bulk enough to have their own chest. I mean, these iron bars maybe. Got way too many of those. All useful items, the flint steel, the signs, the cobble fences, obsidian, redstone lamps, pistons, tripwire hooks, buttons, gates, all that stuff is all very useful stuff. But like I said, it's not enough to get its own chest, like a double chest. Say, something like wool would get its own chest, or hardened clay or something. But I've always had this here. It's always been on one area of my house. There's always the food chest, my valuables chest, which contains my diamonds and all of this good stuff in here, as you can see. Oh, by the way, I got a music disc from a creeper. And then the lapis, the redstone, the coal. But this chest right here is always here. It's always part of the mix. And I've always called it my secondary chest. And for some reason that doesn't roll off the tongue well, secondary chest. So I've decided this is just the junk drawer. Everybody's house has the junk drawer. And that's where it's always has thumbtacks and safety pins and scissors and, twisty ties and all that good stuff. All things people can very much use, very useful, but there's just nowhere to put them. So this is my junk drawer right here. Not junk at all, but it is my junk drawer. Hey, what's up, Wrangler? You hungry? There you go, buddy. There's no one here to mate with, but there you go. So what else is on the list of things? Rest in peace, Homer. Barry Ozzie. Ceiling floor design. Died while AFK at the library. Okay, so this right here, right? This hole in the wall right here. Ho leg. God, why is there so many entities around my house? I don't understand it. But this little hole right here, this was going to be the library. Whoops. Oh, I got my fingers on the wrong buttons. But I needed somewhere to store all of my enchanted books. For right now, I have them all kind of over by the cows. So I was going to make this right here the place where I was going to store. It's going to be a little room. But then I decided I might as well make a library out of it. Let me sleep. Hold that thought. Let me sleep, get some daylight, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. I've got some daylight. I'm out on my little porch right here, right outside my bedroom. But that little hole in the wall was going to be my library, but instead I decided to build an actual library, and we'll get into that tomorrow. I've already talked about that I need a bunch of books and things. That's what I need it for. So I ended up building this. That's a big library. I might change this right here, this nether brick stairs. The whole thing is going to get a complete makeover, and I'll explain some more of that tomorrow. But it started out as a hole downstairs with a few chests I was going to put the books in. And it turned into this big project. So that's cool. I like this. I'll explain more of that tomorrow. What else is on my list of things? I'm going to put the lava in today. I've been running around collecting pearls. Because of the death games, people are going to be trying to come here and kill me, so I decided I'm going to put the lava in. We don't have the ender farm yet, so not a lot of people are going to have these ender pearls, but they're going to have to put some effort in to collect them. And also I have this green cloud up here. I was collecting wood, and I grew a jungle tree, cut it down, and part of it didn't decay. So now we have a green cloud up there, and I'm completely fine. You could stay up there, green cloud. I kind of like you. And also, this right here, this is Cliff's pen. This is a good view up here of it, by the way. Let me just cut that off. I had a zombie villager trapped in here in my bedroom, and it took part of my fence, so it was holding that so it didn't despawn. I was going to make another zombie zapper, but he ended up despawning somehow. I'm not sure how. I think he died. There's a hole in the... Yeah, check it out. There's a hole in the roof right here because I trapped him in here, then I had to climb out through the roof to be able to get out. And I think he might have caught some sun and got a bad sunburn and died. So there's that. There's still some string up here. Is any more string around here? But anyways, Cliff's place, that got a makeover. It did have a peak before, and it was too bulky and too much, so I decided to make it very, very simple and just do that. And let me explain a little bit of this now. So, if you guys remember, Cliff is the only guy who will be supporting my food as far as chicken. I'll still use my cow farm very much, but Cliff is a very special guy. Homer was the chicken I saved from over by Dozacraft. Unfortunately, Homer died, but Cliff is still alive and very well, and I hope Cliff never dies. But this chicken was up on the side of the cliff over there since I got to this land. So before I started building, I noticed him up there. So I decided to bring him over here, give him a name, give him a special spot, give him a special job, and that is supporting my food as far as chicken. So all the eggs he lays gets put into here, and then they get hatched into here. And then all of these chickens get killed, and I'll do that right now. See? Bam! You guys support all of the food. I'll actually use... No, I won't use looting. I'm going to use a regular sword just to be completely fair. So all of his chickens get hatched into this pen. His chickens grow up. We eat them. They're delicious. But there's one thing we can't avoid, and we cannot avoid these chickens laying eggs. So what do we do with these chickens' eggs? I'll tell you in just a second. Just let me get past this leg and let me kill these chickens. Okay, last guy. So, bam, he's dead. So we picked up 4 eggs from 4 chickens. So what do we do with these chickens now? I'll tell you. We throw them out there. Oh, there's one more. There's one more alive. Where you be? Oh, that was Cliff. Derp. Alright, so, now, the first time I did this, the first time I decided to do this, it was just kind of random. I picked up the eggs, and I threw them into the woods over here. Then when I came over here to see, you know, what's happening. Are they hatching? Are they not? And I don't know if any did right now, but I came over here and there was some hatched and they're running around. I don't hear any chickens right now, so I don't think they did. And then I got to thinking, Okay, so if they're hatching out here, that means the entity count is slowly going to get higher and higher and higher out here. And that's not good. But, and I wish I would have got on camera, but I came out here and I was following the chicken around. You know, I was in crouch mode. I was following him around, hiding behind trees and stuff. And then I discovered and I remembered that cats and ocelots kill chickens. Tamed or not, they will kill chickens. So I was following him around, I was following that chicken, watching where he was going, and lo and behold, an ocelot came out of nowhere and killed the chicken. So I think that works out pretty well, because we take all of those extra eggs from Cliff's children, and we throw them into the woods. The chickens potentially hatch out here, and then since the chances of chickens spawning from an egg is a lot lower than the chances of ocelots randomly spawning out here, it's basically 100% that all of these chickens will die from ocelots. So we don't have to worry about the entity count going up. We're feeding the wildlife out here. I think I might have to clear a little bit more flooring. I'm sorry about the lag, by the way. Might clear a little bit more flooring so more ocelots can spawn. Oh, there's another chicken. So yeah, that's how that works. Cliff's new place. We figured out the way to deal with all the extra eggs. And you can see for one chicken, I mean, this has been here for over a week. Granted, I haven't been playing much lately, but and most people will say for a week, this is not a lot of eggs to be had. Well, I'm not about these super optimized farms where you get a fucking million eggs a minute. I don't like things like that. I like things very simple. And one chicken's fine for me, and plus it's a special chicken, you know? He's the man. It's Cliff. Hello. So there's that. I don't eat chicken often, but once this starts getting more and more full, I'm going to have to hatch some. We'll hatch a few right now. So we got some chicken, got some eggs going. Just a little quick recap on a few things. What else is on my list? We're at over 20 minutes now. Let me check my list real quick. Looks like I about covered everything that I need to cover. Levi and Wrangler, blah blah blah. Yeah, so that's about it. Let me just I'll throw all these eggs in here. There's one more chicken. There's another chicken. Oh, there's a bunch of chickens. 5 more eggs. We'll let these guys grow up and we'll eat them and they'll be delicious. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. Click the annotation in the top right to watch the next video. Click at the top left to watch yesterday's video. I'm going to try to fix my leg. I don't know what it is. I think I might have to get rid of the what you call it? Oh, there's 2 more things I forgot to cover. I'll do it tomorrow. I think I might have to take out the item frames downstairs because I think that might be causing some lag. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Peace the fuck out.